Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through my top 2 favorite fitness apps for people who are just getting started. I know in January, a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, and a lot of times those have to do with being more active, getting more fitness into your routine, making healthier choices. So I thought this would be a great time to share this video. I am someone who pretty much just last year really made a couple changes to my life where I really started trying to be more active, and it's been definitely a journey. And so I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of apps that have definitely motivated me, kept me on track, and help me track my progress. I know sometimes it's really fun to watch fitness videos from people who look like Victoria's Secret models, or people who look like bodybuilders, or people who like really have their shit together and like look amazing. And I know I'm not really there yet, but I think sometimes it's important to also like listen to advice from people who have like been through the struggle, who know how hard it is to schedule those workouts in, and who kind of have like really practical tips for like literally just starting and getting out there. So that's kind of what I'm trying to provide for you guys today. So I'm going to be talking about 2 apps in this video. The first one I'm going to be talking about is totally free. There's no subscription fee or anything like that. You can just download it and get started. The second app I'm going to be talking about later, you can download and I believe a free 2-week trial, and then after that it is subscription based. It's about $20 a month, but for me it has been so worth it and so incredibly motivating, so I did want to mention that one as well. Now, both apps that I'm going to be talking about do have to do with running, and before you click off this video, like I swear to God, I was not a runner. I didn't want anything to do with running. I wasn't really into that. It seemed so boring to me. It seemed difficult and hard. I can't breathe. I don't want to do it. And these 2 apps really kind of changed that for me, along with just recognizing that running is such a versatile way to work out. You can do it anywhere. You can literally, if you're traveling, just pack your sneakers and be good to go. Like almost every hotel has a treadmill. A lot of apartment complexes have treadmills. You can run outside around your neighborhood. It's like basically like a free workout, and once you kind of like learn and get the coaching to be able to enjoy a run and really like know how to vary it so you can have fun and like make different playlists and do different paces and different challenges for yourself, it can be a really fun workout. So I'm going to kind of show you these apps and show you what about them made me latch onto running and made me like it more and kind of choose it as my workout of choice lately. So the first app that I want to mention that's totally free is the Nike Run Club app. And this is one of those apps that can like track your run via GPS, give you your distance, your average pace. If you're using it outdoors, you can get like the GPS record on a map of like everywhere you ran. So it's a really good basic app, and it can pair with like your Apple Watch if you prefer to run that way. There is a social aspect where you can add your friends. So if that's something that motivates you, like if you want to have an accountability buddy, you guys can both download the app and share your stats with each other. But it is also equally easy to keep your information private. So if you don't want anyone to see your runs, if you're kind of like new and you're just like, oh, I don't really want to show off yet, like you don't have to share it with everybody. So my favorite thing about the Nike Run Club app is that it makes it really easy to track your progress. So if you're running outside, you can have it track it for you, where you just start your run and then go for your run. It's really easy to connect to your Spotify playlists, or they also have some audio guided runs where they have coaches who have a playlist, and they also talk you through your run, give you some motivation along the way, which is kind of useful if you've never done a guided run. Like those can be nice because they kind of tell you a little bit about pacing and how you should be breathing or feeling at a particular point in the run, and you can adjust your speed accordingly to make sure you're getting like the most out of your workout, or not overdoing it, because I do think that is like a big beginner mistake or misconception that I had. I thought that to run, you really had to like go out there, knock out a couple miles, like run. But really when you're getting started, you can totally do like walk runs. You can walk a block, then run for 2 minutes, and then like take another minute walk. Like you can just kind of work your way up to that, if that makes sense. Like I think my biggest misconception is that like you had to be a runner, and really you can just start and sneak in those 15-minute runs whenever you have a chance. Like it doesn't have to be a huge commitment at the beginning. The Nike Run Club app was really pivotal for me when I was getting started because of this tab that they have in here called My Coach. So basically you can go to the My Coach tab in the Nike Run Club app and you can pick your plan. So there's several different ones. The one that I started with is called Get Started, and it's a 4-week plan, and it really like helps you take that first step into running. They also have programs for more advanced runners, people who are intermediate who want to like help kind of pushing themselves to the next step of their running journey. But I'm assuming here you guys are also beginners or people who are, you know, towards the beginning of their fitness journey. So I'm going to kind of talk about what I liked about that Get Started program. So basically when you select that, you put in all this information about your current fitness level. So that includes like how many miles you currently run in a week. And that you could put 0, it doesn't matter. It talks about what a long run would be for you right now. So if, you know, 3 miles is like the top of what your like capabilities at this moment, then you'd put that. Or like if you don't run at all right now and a mile would be a long time for you, you could put that. So you kind of customize it and you put how many days a week that you're able to run, like 2 or 3 days, 3 or 4 days, whatever. And then it basically spits out a 4-week customized running plan for you. I like it because it's very doable. Your first run might be something like, just kick it off, get out there, run 3/4 of a mile. That's it. Like that will not take you very long. You'll feel so accomplished for just getting started. And then throughout your program, there will be different runs. Like there will be a benchmark run where it's just like, okay, go out and run 15 minutes. Let's see where you're at. There will be runs that will challenge your speed, you know, doing a couple sets of very short distances as fast as you can. There will be go for a long run, like challenge yourself and try to do that long run. So I like that there's the variety there, and it kind of keeps you like interested by the fact that you like open your plan and it's like, okay, what am I doing this week? You can rearrange your days. It does schedule and rest days for you if you have set it to only work out, you know, a few days a week. So I think it's really user-friendly and like a really good way for someone to just tell you like, here's what you should do. Like, this is how you should get started. I personally think that's one of the most difficult things about getting started with a workout plan is like having someone tell you like what you should even do. Like, okay, like I want to run, like, what do I do? I don't know. This app was especially useful because it really got me used to the idea that you don't have to overcommit. You don't have to go out every single day. You just have to commit to, let's say, 2 or 3 days a week. And of those days, you don't have to kill yourself. If you can only fit in a 15 or 20 minute run, that is great. That's so much better than nothing. It gets you out there and active, and it's important to just build that effort and build that habit over time. Like, it's going to get easier as you continue to do it. You don't have to kill yourself up front trying too hard for something that's going to just like wear you out and make you hate running. The goal is to like running. So if you're using a system or an app or a plan or your own personal, you know, goals that allow you to develop an appreciation for running and to be able to challenge yourself and not come back from every run just like totally spent, I think that goes a long way for developing like more of a habit and an enjoyment for running. The next app that I'm going to talk about, I found this past August, and I did the 2-week free trial, and then from there I was totally hooked. I was already working out more than I had like prior to that. Like, it was so easy for me to commit to running like 3 times a week and really be excited about it. And that app is Peloton. So you may have heard of Peloton. They do make exercise equipment like spin bikes and treadmills that are like digitally connected and have live classes, but you don't need the equipment in order to use the digital subscription. So basically, if you want to, you can just sign up for you download the app, sign up, you get, I believe, 2 weeks of a free trial. And then after that, if you want to continue, it's under $20 a month. I want to say it's like $19.95 or something like that. Basically, they have all sorts of different exercise and fitness classes on their app. So they have biking, like spin classes, they have the treadmill classes, they have outdoor run classes, they have like pre and post run stretching routines, they have yoga classes. There's so many different choices. Here, I'll pull it up and show you. So this is just like the classes homepage, and as you can see, it's got cycling, running, outdoor runs, strength. They have like full body workouts, like boot camps, all that stuff. They've got yoga, meditation. I have not tried meditation yet. There's the boot camp classes. Walking, they do have walks on here and walk runs. So that's another great thing if you're a beginner. Like I kind of mentioned earlier, you don't have to go hard, like balls to the wall immediately on your first attempt. Like when I first signed up for this app, I took a lot of the walk runs to start with because I realized that when I had been running by myself, I wasn't necessarily challenging myself in the same way that you would be challenged when you're taking a live class or an on-demand class where there's a coach who is telling you, okay, increase your speed by 0.2 now. Okay, add a little incline, do this, do that. Things that really push yourself and giving you that encouragement and that guidance. So I basically was like, okay, like I am just a beginner basically, like in my whole running journey. So I really started with the walk runs where you would kind of switch back and forth, maybe warm up with a nice long walk and then kind of get into some running and then maybe take a little break and walk and then keep running, kind of things like that. And I started with the 20-minute classes and then I worked with my way up and I got the endurance to do 30-minute classes. And it's crazy where when I first started, 20 minutes was kind of like, that was all I could really handle. And the 30-minute class, like when I first started doing those, I really felt like exhausted and like I didn't have the endurance. But now it just gets so much easier the more you do it. Like the 30-minute classes feel totally right for me and I can even do 45-minute classes. So it's like you just start, don't be afraid to start with the beginner classes. Like just try it out. If it's easy, the next time you can do the intermediate level classes. I would say like most of the classes are intermediate level and it tells you, it'll say on the app. So going into the run category, you can kind of see like this, the first one here is a 20-minute intermediate intervals run. Below that, there's a 20-minute beginner hills run. So like you can kind of pick what you want to do. You can filter it by the length of the class. They have 20, 30, 45-minute, and even I believe hour classes. You can choose the class type. So that might be intervals, distance. You want to do a warm-up run or a cool-down run. You want to work on speed. You want to do hills. You want to just go for a fun run, which like the fun runs are pretty fun. It's like they vary what they do. They might kind of play games with the music and like run to the chorus and like recover in the verses, things like that. There's beginner runs, there's race prep if you're training for a 5K or a 10K or even a marathon. They have on-demand classes specifically to help you train for those events. And then you can also choose by instructor. So if you have a favorite instructor, and you definitely will once you start using the app, like there's certain instructors where if they release a new class on demand, I'm so stoked and cannot wait to get to the gym and do that class. I think what I really like about the Peloton app is they help you really feel like an athlete. They kind of unlock that thing in you that like wants to strive to do better, and they give you the tools to do it. There's a lot of guidance on how to perfect your running form, like what your stance should be like, how you use your arms, what like your posture, all of that. They kind of give you little gentle reminders throughout the workout to like check those things. It's all about challenging yourself. If you do have the actual equipment, like the treadmill, the machine will automatically track your metrics and your distance and all speed and all of that. And there are leaderboards and things like that if you do have the equipment. But if you're just doing it by yourself, you still feel really motivated. You look at that distance and you're like, wow, I can't believe that I've run that far in this amount of time. And it kind of like shows you that you can build up to that. So like what I like to do is I take a class in the Peloton app, and when I'm done, I will just input my stats from the treadmill into the Nike Run Club app, because the Nike Run Club app allows you to log your workouts. And so even if you don't run with that app, you can actually add in a workout. If you just go to your history, you can just add a run and record like your distance, your speed, like how long you ran for, and all of that information. And then it's really cool because then you can go back into your runs and actually see like your improvement over time, like whether you're able to have longer runs and more endurance, or whether you're getting faster. It's really cool to look back over your app and see all those stats changing. I feel like the Peloton instructors are also really supportive, and there's just this great community built up around Peloton. I feel like I'm kind of on the fringe of it because I don't have the equipment, but even so, like the instructors, like if you follow them on Instagram, they are always posting on their stories like screenshots of people who are doing their workouts and like giving people encouragement and like just motivation to get out there and reminding them to go and take a class today. They're just really supportive, and I personally find that really motivating. You do feel like you have more of a coach who has like an invested interest in your success. So those are my top 2 favorite workout apps. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you found it useful at all, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite apps are or how you're approaching fitness this year. I would love to hear your advice or any suggestions that you guys have to stay active. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Caitlin. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.